Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. First off, thank you to those of you that stuck around for yesterday's option session. We talked about a lot of things that were going on, and one of the main things, and one that really stands out, and something I'm sure that you've really been kind of observing over like the last couple of weeks, is just like the action in Techland, right? Not only is tech leading, but the list of names leading has grown increasingly narrow, right? And to a certain extent, the only names the names that really matter are the only ones moving. Like it's the FAAMG stocks, right? So remove Netflix, add Microsoft, and you have basically the leadership in the market, right? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google. Day in and day out, these stocks are just relentlessly moving higher, and it's pushing the Qs up very consistently. And that action is not really spilling over to a lot of different areas within tech. Um, it's great if you're in those names, but outside of it, it's a little bit more challenging, right? And one of the things we talked about was this idea of like, the Qs are still powering. So on one hand, if you just respect technicals, you say, the trend is still firmly intact. The action is still bullish. The momentum is still strong, right? So you still want to focus on the bull setups. The problem is that this action is being dictated by 4 to 5 stocks, right? Or 5 stocks. And under the surface, you're just not seeing like the same quality action. So you really have to be specific with your trades, right? Because yes, there are some quality bull patterns out there, but the actual action and the follow through and the commitment to those is not nearly as good as you would expect with like the Qs acting the way they are, right? So for instance, right, Apple, amazing. Look at this move. Fantastic, right? Back up to its 52-week high. But say like the semis, which we talked about just like a week and a half ago, right? I mean, you had a great breakout, right? Big breakout. And then now over like the last few days, it's just been choppy, weak, and actually threatening potentially like a breakdown after a breakout, right? So like that's a big area within tech, but it's not acting great. It's not breaking out. It's not moving to like a new high. So that's what I'm saying. Like you do have quality setups, right? When the SMH broke out, you would think, okay, tech is pushing higher, momentum strong in the sector, SMH is ready to go. But no, pump the brakes, chop around, and then all of a sudden you start to see a little bit tick lower, and now it's threatening maybe a potential reversal. Like I hope that doesn't happen. I'll be watching this, but like these are the things like I'm seeing out there, and I'm sure that you're seeing it too if you're in names just outside of like those 5 mega cap tech stocks. So you have to be very selective, right? And one of the things like we were talking about is potentially you play defense. I mean, you can like try some trades. You can keep some stops tight, right? And if it works, it's great. You take money as it moves in your favor. If it doesn't, you are hopefully keeping like your risk low and you're keeping your stops tight, so you're not really taking a lot of pain, right? Because it is a very unusual market where you see such crazy divergence, and to me, it seems like things are going to normalize probably sooner rather than later. But until they do, it's a little bit of a weird dynamic, all right? And like I want to continue to participate, right? I want to continue to ride momentum while it's there, but the momentum is it's not created equal, and it's really only like a few stocks that are really dictating the action. So keep things tight. Once we get back into like a more broad-based move or broad-based rally, then you'll start to see things open up again. But for right now, just be smart, be patient. If you need to size down, maybe cut down the risk a little bit, or maybe focus on fewer names. And then once things kind of start to get back into like a rhythm again, we can open things up, and then Malvernians, and we can start to focus on some of those. All right. So we will get together again in 2 weeks. So if you weren't able to make yesterday's option session, mark your calendar. Not this coming Monday, but the month after, and that will be our focus will be a lot on the upcoming quarter because that'll be like smack in the middle of the reporting period. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information about trading options or swing trading with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options to play. Have a wonderful night. Stay well, and then we'll talk to you all tomorrow.